How's it going? Jemiah's World is here. Yes, we are here and back with another video. I'm getting you guys a review for a book that I completed at the beginning of this month. Yes, we are in March 2025. And one thing about it, I don't know why it took so long to read this book, but we finally did it and we are finally here and we can finally jump into this universe with everybody else. I see the hype. I feel it. I'm here. I'm with you. We have Legendborn. This is by Tracy Deonn. Legendborn follows Bree Matthews. Bree Matthews is a grieving high schooler. After her mother just recently passed, she wanted to get away. So she then joins this residency at UNC Chapel, where she comes across a secret society of demon hunters who are descendants of King Arthur, who are called the Legendborn. When Bree discovers this secret society, she ends up becoming entangled with the Legendborn, and that then gets her to pledge as a page in their whole assembly of figuring out who wants to be a squire to the scions that are already Legendborn. As she is coming into this new experience at this college, as well as being a part of this Legendborn experience, she discovers and feels like her mother's death was not an accident, and she might find out through the Legendborn. So that's when she is going behind the scenes, really trying to find out and be determined to figure out what happened to her mom. And then once she figures out what happened to her, she's gonna leave the entire pages and just the whole Legendborn society. She is in for a rude awakening because there are so many events that happen in the story. And did Bree, and was she able to do that after she was set out to figure out what happened? You gotta read the book. Legendborn touches on Black identity, generational trauma, and how it's important to find your place in the world. Bree Matthews was so relatable. I feel like Bree Matthews was like a piece of me in the story. Tracy Deonn bodied this entire character and this entire story. I definitely recommend and will recommend this to every person I come in contact with. If they read fantasy or they don't, this is an incredible experience. And when I tell you, I was very nervous to start it, but once I got into it, it was very engaging and very, very fun. The magic system, however, was very complex. And if you are a person that does not read fantasy, you might get confused. What I did to help myself understand and try to really interpret it as I was reading along, because it's a lot, I was going to annotate, but I decided not to because I was already deep in and I didn't have my annotating tabs. I made a little key for myself. I literally took the time and made a key of magic system and character rules on the internet, and just did a little deep dive and referred to this key every time I got confused. In some parts of Legendborn, they are describing the characters and who they are and how and what legacy they're part of. It is very complex. I definitely recommend you to annotate if you have never read fantasy. I definitely recommend you to annotate if you have read fantasy, because this magic system is none other and it's one of a kind. And overall, I feel like this story was extremely realistic. The family elements, the parts where Bree got in touch with her ancestors and went all the way back and all the way back to people she didn't even know existed. Tracy Deonn got in her bag in this book, and I absolutely love this story. I'm taking my time though. I know Oathbound came out this month, but I am not in a rush. Blood Scion is on my shelf already, and I just don't, I'm just gonna take my time because I know the fourth and final book in the series is gonna take a while to put together and publish. And one thing about it, I know this book was great. If the second one is even the second one is gonna be better. It's gonna I just have a feeling it's gonna put me in shambles, because the last 70 pages of this book was wild, okay? So whatever you do, if you haven't read Legendborn, this is a YA fantasy, and if you are not a YA reader, I still recommend this. I do not read a lot of YA, but it's some YA that I can take. And this is one I can take. I've seen a lot of criticism on how Bree can be kind of childish and that type of thing. But again, she's a high schooler, so you have to think on her level, and she just went through a terrible death of her mother. So I just feel like you can like bring your brain down a little bit, right? Bring your brain down and like try to level out with Bree, because Bree is, she's a baddie, and yeah, read the book. Last 70 pages, Bree is literally the GOAT, period. I rated this book a 5-star. It was absolutely guaranteed. Literally, even with the complex magic system in some of the areas where I was like, all right, this is like dramatic. But overall, I know how to level my brain out to really like try to understand and be optimistic with characters. So, and on top of that, the writing was so easy and quick. Like, it was fun. It felt like a love triangle type of thing with the male main characters and the side characters, and just Bree trying to navigate life and her dad and just her best friends, and just really trying to understand this new life she just got into. Just incredible. Just amazing. This is a book that I will make sure I recommend and make sure I like cherish on my shelf, because it's just so great. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Make sure you again like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you continue to be positive, show yourself some love, and stay tuned because there's more coming.